Hey guys, the NFL asked me to commentate this week one game, so I happily agreed to it. It's between the Bengals and Patriots.
Dang, Sleepy Joe, that took you long enough. You didn't even introduce me. But thankfully, just like your presidency, both have came to an end.
As always, Donald, you're quick to jump the gun. I was going to introduce you. We also have a third person here. Your name's Peter, right?
Yeah, I was told Cleveland would be here, and I would get beer for this. Who are you guys again?
Don't worry, Peter. Sleepy Joe asks that question every day to himself in the mirror.
Donald, please behave. This is for the NFL. We need to stay on topic.
Kind of surprised you know what a topic is anymore. This is already a circus, like your presidency.
Anyway, Donald, Zach Moss ran the ball there for about 7 yards. At the first run by Zach Moss as a Bengal of the Bengals.
Personally, I'm a Chase Brown fan myself. But yeah, it wasn't a bad run. We will see how this Patriots defense can play. They were the 4 against the run last year. It's almost like they're a wall. You know, to protect things, Joe.
Donald, can we please keep this to just football-related stuff? It's getting a little out of hand already.
You're right, Joe. Let's talk about the Bengals' offensive line numbers last year.
Donald, I feel like this isn't going to be football-related.
Trust me, Sleepy Joe, it is. They were ranked 27th in the NFL. You can say they pretty much let everyone in. Reminds me of your offensive line in Texas.
Bringing this back to football, Donald. This offseason, the Bengals signed a new right tackle to protect Joe Burrow's right side.
They did, and it was a smart investment for the Bengals. Sometimes you got to move on from people who don't work well for your team. Like we will in November.
I don't really know what to say at this point.
Don't worry, Peter. Neither does Joe.
Anyway, the Bengals got a new punter this offseason. After a poor rookie season, but Brad Robbins last year.
That's right, Sleepy Joe. His name is Austin. And surprisingly enough, he is from the great state of Texas.
Correct, Donald. Well, after a 3-and-out drive for the Bengals, we get to see our first look at the Patriots' first-round pick, Drake May.
Drake May played 3 seasons at North Carolina before entering the NFL. Man had a rough first year, but really took off his final 2 years at the program.
That's correct, Donald, but the Bengals have struggled against rookie quarterbacks, though. The Bengals are actually 3-5-1 against rookie quarterbacks in the last 4 years.
Not to one-up you, Sleepy Joe, but you can even go back farther than that. Over the last 8 years, the Bengals are 7-1-4-1. They definitely struggle a lot against rookie quarterbacks. Kind of like you walking up a flight of stairs.
Hello? I was told to call into this show.
Joe, did you honestly call Homer Simpson to help defend you?
No, Donald, like your hairpiece. Homer is a fictional character. I would have no way of doing that.
My fault, guys. I butt-dialed him. I don't really see why I'm here. It just sounds like 2 old white dudes yelling in a retirement home. Like, not to offend either of you, but you guys make 0 sense with the half the stuff you say.
Honestly, the fat man has a point on this one, guys.
What is even going on here?
Let's just get back to football. The Patriots got stopped 3-and-out right there. A great stop by the Bengals defense.
Okay, the Patriots are punting the ball here. Their punter is going into his 2nd year in the NFL. He played 4 years at Michigan State.
Donald, you don't need to go into the background of the punter. No one cares about his college career.
Kind of like how for a solid 30 years, your background was you doing nothing.
Honestly, with all due respect, Mr. President, you kind of set that one up for an easy dunk.
Anyway, the Bengals will be starting here at their own 30-yard line.
Run play here to the right-hand side by Zach Moss. But he doesn't pick up any yards. Chase Brown would have gotten at least 1 yard there.
Donald, you're supposed to be an unbiased commentator. You can't say stuff like that.
Just like how the voting system in America is supposed to be unbiased as well. Am I right, Sleepy Joe?
Damn.
I don't even know why I accepted to do this. This is a mess already.
Are you talking about being president or commentating this game? Because that sentence applies to both statements.
Anyway, Chase just made a great play right there. That's going to be a gain of 23. The biggest play of the game so far.
Now into Patriots territory, the Bengals try to run with Moss again, losing 1 yard on the play. I could have predicted that.
Now, a penalty on the Bengals for a false start.
This game so far has looked like your presidency so far, Sleepy Joe. A long time, but nothing is happening.
Donald, the Bengals are having a good drive right here. This is about to get good.
Well, 2nd down and long isn't looking good at this moment.
Well, let's see how this play goes, Donald.
Weird how randomly the refs got involved in this game. Right after you said that, Sleepy Joe. I guess you can't take the fraud out the man?
Come on, Donald. You really think I have the power to sway a game? I'm not Goodell.
After this last election, nothing surprises me anymore?
Let's give our Super Bowl predictions, Donald.
Trying to change the topic. Not surprising at all. But if I had to give one, I say I think the Bengals will beat the Lions in the Super Bowl.
I'm just trying to keep it about football, Donald. But I would go with the Chiefs beating the 49ers again.
Okay, let's make this about football then. I see myself as the Bengals and you as the Chiefs. The Bengals always beat the Chiefs unless the refs help them.
But yet the Chiefs continue to win?
and everyone continues to hate them, and they know without help they would never beat the Bengals.
I'm really starting to think this isn't about football anymore. But if I had to give my prediction, I would say it's the Patriots beat Falcons.
Peter, that is a great prediction. I see you're going a little in to be a homer right there. But a third down and long converted right there by Irwin. Great play by Burrow, keeping his eyes down the field and making that play. We might actually see a score off this drive.
Finally, I'm starting to actually be entertained by this game.
I'll be honest, this game might end with a 7-0 score. But hey, at least we were able to commentate it.
Your first actual legit win, it seems, but it better not. I might fall asleep before it's over. We need work on the game of the week next week. I actually canceled a tour for this game.
All right, Donald, I was told to come in here to calm you down.
Dang, Joe, you really brought Obama in here to defend you.
It wasn't even my decision to bring him in.
Guys, CBS Sports called me up to talk about this show so far. The ratings are absolutely trash. Can we please bring this back to being football related? This sounds like a knockoff town hall meeting. I'm pretty sure this game has offended everyone so far.
Jim Carrey, everyone, honestly, I love your movies, but CBS Sports should have accepted this when they brought us on. Like, at the end of the day, there's no way this would have been civilized. But honestly, with how this game is going, this should boost ratings.
I don't usually agree with Donald, but he has a point. If you have watched any town hall, this is usually how it goes. Honestly, I'm more surprised we haven't cut each other off so far at this point. We have let each other talk like adults.
Hey guys, Will here. I can personally say, this game has been more entertaining than any other football game I have ever seen. You two bicker like 3-year-old children. Honestly, in another life, you guys could have been an old married couple.
So at this point, this is just a call-in show at the moment. Hang on, I have someone I want to call.
Donald, why did you call me? You texted me this was super urgent, but I'm starting to think it's not.
Just read the text I sent you.
Guys, the Bengals are still playing a football game at the moment. I feel like we should be talking about that. They are about to score a touchdown.
Donald, all you wrote on the text was the words. Hunter does blow over and over again. It doesn't even make sense.
Morgan, you're supposed to just read that part of the text, not the full text. Also, Homer, have you seen the pace of this game? The world's going to end by the time someone scores.
Donald, that's low even for you. Don't bring my brother into this. This is a football game, not a roast battle back and forth here. We need to take a step back and calm down everyone.
Did someone say roast battle?
And now Slim Shady has entered the building. But no, sadly, Marshall. Sleepy Joe is trying to silence everyone per usual. The man can't take the heat at all.
Don't even start this, Donald. I'm trying to make sure we can commentate the game next week. At this rate, we won't ever be commentating a game ever again.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Who decided to let you guys lead this game today? I'm not for firing people, but someone needs to be.
I ran a whole show about firing people.
Touchdown Drew Sample, by the way.
Finally, someone scores. Shout out to Drew. We finally have something interesting to talk about, actually. This offseason, they moved him to fullback, actually.
Yeah, it might have been the best move of the offseason. It worked out pretty well in the end.
You better not even start to disrespect Dax like that. Dax moving to corner was the best decision by far.
I'm just saying, I feel like Sample should have been fullback a couple seasons ago. At the Combine, he was listed as a fullback. Dax is going to be very good this season, but Drew has proven himself already.
Hey guys, I'd like to thank you for having me on the show today.
Who let Alec Baldwin on this program?
Donald, are you still butthurt that I play you on Saturday Night Live? You really need to learn how to take a joke and stop being so egotistical.
Yeah, Donald, you need to relax a bit. Realize it's a joke.
First off, Joe, you being president is like a character on Saturday Night Live. But at the end of the day, I don't care, Alec. I just feel like you do a bad job. Wait, I found out we can fast forward this game.
Wait, hold on, Donald. This is a live game, though. Oh, wait, never mind. This is actually pretty cool. We can skip until something actually happens. But don't go to crazy Donald. At most, skip to the end of the first quarter.
Hey guys, me again. Just want to thank you guys for keeping it a little more on topic. Just keep going that direction, moving forward, and we will be fine. Also, you guys will be on the next game, as long as the comment section approves of it.
And at the end of the first, the score is 7-0 Bengals. I have never seen such a boring first quarter, to be honest.
I promise this second quarter will be a lot better than the first.
Like most promises you make, I highly doubt it will end well.
Donald, we are not going to keep doing this the whole game. We need to actually talk about this football game. What's your final prediction of this game? Mine's Bengals 35-5.
Yeah, Sleepy Joe, I'm going to talk about the game as much as I want to. They knew what would happen when they asked me to come on here.
In defense of CBS Sports, I'm only watching because Trump is on here. I wouldn't be watching this game if not for that, to be honest. there's been 7 points in the game so far. It's pretty damn bad.
See, me being on here just boosts ratings. If you had Sleepy Joe by himself, it would be a snooze fest. But at the end of the day, the Bengals will probably win by 10 points. This game will hopefully pick up in the second half.
So I was told to come on to give my take on this game. But honestly, the game just seems very boring. So instead, I wanted to ask Joe if he ever played football before.
That's actually a funny question, Arnold. I have played, actually. I used to be a defensive back in high school. I was actually pretty good, to be honest. They called me Shutdown Joe. I was the Jalen Ramsey of my high school, actually. I had 6 interceptions in one game.
Sleepy Joe, I think you misheard them. They probably said, "Shut up, Joe. All you do is blabber nonstop. No one believes you played football before. You're so skinny and fragile. Someone would truck you through a wall."
First off, Donald, I said in high school I played. Not nowadays. I was a lot more mobile back in my youth. Second off, I was very popular in high school. People actually liked me a lot. I was a very nice and outgoing guy.
Whatever you say, Sleepy Joe. So what makes you like the Chiefs so much? Aren't you from Delaware?
The Chiefs have a great roster. They are also winners. I wouldn't say I'm a bandwagon fan. But also keep in mind, Delaware doesn't have a football team. Most people who live in Delaware are either Eagles or Steelers fans or Ravens fans.
Okay, fair point. I guess we will see if that changes after this season. If you change your favorite team next year, we will have another talk. Although I'll be a little busy next year. You most likely won't be.
Okay, I have to admit I might have been wrong about this second quarter. This second quarter so far is boring as heck. Wait, the Bengals play the Chiefs next week. So that should be actually entertaining. The Chiefs just lost to the Ravens on Thursday.
Yeah, honestly, for the first time, I can't even blame you for this one. I was actually hoping you were right about this one. But so far, this is a very big defensive game. This has a AFC North type of mentality, this game. I will say overall wise, the refs have been pretty good today.
I will say you guys are doing a lot better so far. But yeah, this game is a bit slow. Not sure why the Bengals aren't able to move the ball. Usually these seasons start out kind of fast. But today's, it's actually going kind of slow, to be honest.
At this point, we might as well just start doing random call-ins. To make this broadcast a bit more entertaining, don't get me wrong, I love yelling at Sleepy Joe. But even I only have so much in me here.
Hello, it's me, Batman. I want to say thank you guys for making this game actually entertaining. It has made the game a lot more tolerable, to be honest.
Of course, the first person Trump would allow to call in would be a billionaire.
Joe, we have had a lot of call-ins so far today. It's not just billionaires, it's also regular individuals. Batman isn't even real, so let's not push that envelope anymore, Sleepy Joe.
The positive in all this is the Bengals are about to score. Hopefully that means the Patriots feel encouraged to do the same at this point.
Knowing you, somehow the Bengals won't score now? You just jinxed the Bengals, Sleepy Joe? You need to realize not to speak too soon, Joey.
Thank you for letting me call back in, guys. I'll be honest, I'm not sure why they don't put you guys on every single game.
I feel like it's because then people wouldn't do anything other than watch football 24/7. Also, unlike Joe, I have a country to run in the near future, so I can't allocate that much time. I'm a very busy man.
Although I disagree with Donald's comments, I'm also very busy as well. As the president, I have thousands of things I have to do every second. But I will say I'd love to be on any game in the future, as long as I have time to do it.
So I was thinking you guys should play in a game. Maybe take one snap at kicker or punter. The ratings would go through the roof, especially if the election was decided by a 50-yard field goal.
I'm sure how it works in South Park. But in America, elections can change the future of this country. I'll be honest, I'd probably make the field goal anyway. Sleepy Joe would probably break a hip if he even tried to kick a field goal.
Donald, I could easily kick that 50-yard field goal. I was the Justin Tucker before Justin Tucker was a thing. So let's do it. This election will be decided by a 50-yard field goal. Winner becomes president of the United States.
Guys, I hate to be that guy, but you can't actually do that without me being your holder. Let's get it.
First off, Sleepy Joe, I don't know why you would even accept this challenge. There's no way you could come close to kicking that field goal.
For obvious reasons, after that most recent comments, the rest of your game will be presented by beautiful elevator music.